recent piece for the Harvard Crimson, which is a school newspaper but considers itself so much more, graduate student Daniel Hanrahan reproached himself for what is now a sinister crime.
Oh man, this must be a serious crime. I wonder what it is. Let's find out what it is.
He discussed the attractiveness of the opposite sex.
No. You can't be serious, man. Where's the real crime, guys? What? This is the real crime? Are you kidding me? This is the most silliest thing I've ever heard. Being attracted to the opposite sex is not a crime. It really isn't. Are you kidding me? This is the most silliest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Hanrahan says he was out drinking during the orientation for his class last year when his fellow students raised the matter of which girls in their class were, quote, the hottest.
Oh my lord, are you kidding me? He went drinking out with his buddies and he said, which girl is hot? Like, he's asking his buddies, which one? Like, are you kidding me? This is not a crime. And personally, it's nothing to be sorry for. You have nothing to be sorry for, guy. I don't know why you apologized in the first place to begin with.
With horror, Hanrahan says he failed to object, to declare that calling women pretty is a form of objectification that could lead to assault.
Oh, what? Are you kidding me? So, objectifying a person and saying they're hot can lead to assault. Are you kidding me? That's showing from A to Z. That's not how it works, okay? That is not how things work at all whatsoever. And completely wrong. Try again.
Instead, he says, and I'm quoting, I uncrossed my arms, and yes, I discussed which girls were hot.
Okay. That's really not a crime. It really isn't. It's just saying which person is hot. It's human nature, for Pete's sakes.
Publisher of Catalina Magazine, she joins us tonight. Kathy, you are our Sherpa, you're our Tenzing Norgay, our spirit guide into the brave new world of progressive America.
I already know how this is going to go. Let's see if I'm right.
The cultural revolution now taking place. I didn't know, so thank you for that. I didn't know that this was a crime now.
Well, I mean, it's objectifying women, so that's always been a crime.
So finding women attractive is a crime now? Are you kidding me? Well, then lock me up and throw away the key because I found women attractive. I got about a list as long as my arm. Seriously, it's not a crime at all whatsoever. It's just human nature to find the opposite sex attractive. I don't know what you're getting on. You can't seriously say that with a straight face. You really can't.
Objectify women, not seeing them as intelligent creatures, intelligent people that they are. But
so when you say somebody is hot, that doesn't mean you don't find them intelligent as well? What if that's the thing that turns the guy on the most and it makes them think they're hot? Is their intelligence? What if that's it? What if it's not anything else but that? You never thought of that, now did you?
To see them at Harvard as just hot, I mean, that's not right.
Well, how about if a woman is intelligent? Not all people are intelligent, but...
What do you mean it's not right to find a woman attractive through physical features or intelligence? Who are you to say that? People have different preferences on how they find people attractive. And I like Carson's little quip there. It's not most people are intelligent. Yes, especially the person you have sitting beside you.
By the way, some are, some aren't. Same with men, right?
Right.
But is it okay to acknowledge that you find someone attractive, or is that, as Mr. Hanrahan suggests, a form of assault?
Well, he felt that it was wrong because they had a group of guys sitting around and they weren't talking about how intelligent and wonderful these women are.
So basically you're demonizing these guys because they found women attractive through physical features. Are you kidding me? Why do you care that they did that in the first place when it's none of your concern to begin with? People find different things attractive. Let it be.
We're talking about their physical attributes and that they were ranking them on a scale of 1 to 10 according to how hot they were.
It's like you've never been to college before. And don't sit there and act like girls don't do the exact same thing when they're alone and at their round tables. Like they don't rank guys based on how hot they are. Oh, but you're not going to acknowledge that because that doesn't fit into your narrative whatsoever. Never mind.
And he felt it was wrong. He felt that he was objectifying women, and he felt that he was creating and helping a culture of rape.
Hold on. Time out. So finding women attractive is helping a culture of rape now? You went from A to Z to the shark pool. You literally jumped like 5 freaking miles each thing that you have said. None of those things connect whatsoever at all. None of those things connect. That's not how things work, okay? Do I need to remind you that's not how things work at all whatsoever? My God, the leaps and bounds to do the mental gymnastics that you are doing must give you carpal tunnel at the end of the day.
Said on the campus of Harvard. So.
But were they? But they weren't raping people, were they? Weren't they just saying which girls they found attractive?
They have a high incidence of rape.
Look, that's not what he asked. Please answer the question, because you're just trying to dodge it because it doesn't fit into your narrative. He asked, were they raping people? Yes, Harvard has a high incidence of rape. Yes, they do. But that's not what Carson asked. He asked, were they raping people at the time when they were finding women hot? And you didn't even answer the question. No, you just completely dodged it and went on to a completely different subject.
Have a high incidence of objectifying women, and 30% of women graduate from Harvard saying that they're victims of sexual assault.
Right, but
so
okay,
it is a problem at Harvard. There is a problem.
Look, I don't know where you got those stats, but I mean, in this specific case, these men weren't planning to go out and assault anybody.
Exactly. He's asking in this incident, were these men trying to do anything that night that they were like finding women attractive? Were they planning to do anything? And she's not even answering the question whatsoever. She's completely going around and around and around and around in a circle, trying to avoid the question altogether. And I'm not going to act like rape isn't bad. Rape is terrible. But these men weren't trying to rape anybody. They're just saying they find women attractive. And just discussed it around in a circle and went home and did nothing that night. So please answer the question. Were they planning to do anything, and stop going around in a circle?
Weren't they just saying, like, I find this girl attractive, do you?
Well, we don't know what these men did.
Right?
We don't know what these men did. I know what these men did. They just sat around in a circle discussing if girls were attractive or not, and then went home that night and then got up the next morning and went to class. That's about it. That's all they did. They did nothing else. So you just say, oh, we don't know what these men did. It's completely ludicrous.
We don't know what they did, but we do know that men were behaving badly and are behaving badly at campuses around the country. And now we find out that at Harvard, these guys are speaking inappropriately about women.
You're not very bright, are you?
And that
saying
is wrong.
Which ones they find attractive. So is this a transferable crime? I mean, if a bunch of women are sitting around and they say, you know, I think that guy's kind of attractive, or I think he's hot, or whatever.
Women are not the ones. They're not the ones committing the rapes.
There you go, dodging the question again. Yes, women can do the exact same thing. And yes, women do commit rape. Look on Google. There's many stories about it. There's many stories about it. And they're disgusting stories. So yes, women can commit rape. So stop acting like they don't. And stop lying. And try to look outside your bubble for once, okay?
So they're allowed to say that?
Well, women aren't harming anyone. So sure, if women aren't harming anyone, that there is no problem that women do this. But
do I need to point out the many stories on Google that I found about women harming teenagers and little boys? Do I need to find that? No, then stop lying. Second of all, you have a double standard. That needs to stop. Both women and men can find each other attractive. There does not need to be any divide whatsoever. It does not need to be any double standard. It needs to stop.
If men are actually harming women, which we know they are, then yeah, that is a problem.
So because some men
is not a problem.
Because I'm just trying to get the standards here, as I always do when you come on. Just trying to figure out the new rules.
All right, sorry.
America's, very different from what it was last week.
He's correct, because these things change overnight. Because you don't know what's going to happen the next week or the next week after, the next month or next year. Because it changes on a frequent basis. It's really, really confusing with these types. I'm telling you. It's a head case, I'm telling you.
So because some men harm women, no men are allowed to say they find any woman attractive. But because no women harm men, all women are allowed to say they find men attractive. Is that the rule?
It's very rare for men to be objectified.
So, you're going to pretend like these don't exist whatsoever? Oh, that's right. You're not going to acknowledge these because it doesn't fit your narrative whatsoever. And there's nothing wrong with people objectifying. If you find this woman hot or this guy hot, whatever. I'm not going to care too much. Just don't act like it doesn't happen on both sides, okay? and stop being biased when it comes to your certain position. Try to look outside your bubble once in a while, okay?
And go through experiences like sexual assault.
Men don't go through sexual assault. Are you kidding me? I am so done with this. Credit to the Liberty Hound for finding this little piece on Fox News. Link will be in the description. Go ahead and check out his channel. So that's going to be it for me, guys. If you want to check out more of my videos, click this little eye over here, and it'll take you to more of my lovely videos. Have a great day, guys, and remember to stay awesome.
Right. It's the same thing with the feminists. You know, they want everything to be equal, everything. But when the check comes, where are they?